someone who squats to urinate, someone whose body is shaking like a cellophane filled with water, someone whose body cannot be firm together without clothes, someone whose emotions changes like Nigerian NEPA. It comes on and off like Nigerian NEPA. Someone who's is totally controlled by how she feels at each moment. Someone who is totally self-inclined. Someone who cannot take her own personal decision by herself. Who depends on people's validation before she can take a proper decision. That's the person you want to involve in your own decision. Someone who is, surrounded with personal interest and selfish interest, who is completely self-centered, who is interested in only about herself. You shouldn't bring decisions, important decisions, with that person. To be very, very unhealthy. To be very, very unhealthy. And won't end well. I remember trying to apply for a skill. And then my girlfriend then told me, oh, don't bother for now. Hold on for a while. Let this happen, let that happen. If I proceed, I obeyed her the first time. After like a quarter of the year, I tried again. She said something again like that. Repeated it. I somehow obeyed again. But I'm watching. I want to see if there is, because I don't like this picture of you take your things only you do your things only you. So I try to see if I can accommodate. I don't know that I'm working with somebody with empty hair when I already made my own decisions, when I already took my time, my days, weeks to think about something. And somebody who doesn't know about what I'm thinking, just because I gave you a glimpse of it and asked you what do you think, and then you showed me what you think. And what you think is I shouldn't do it. And you started bringing one thing or the other to surround or back up your your thoughts. But deep down in me, I don't want to embarrass this person because there is these reasons are empty. But just for peace sake, I still accommodated her decision, her advice a little, just to show her that I accommodate her. But my dear, time went on until I realized that no, this person has no genuine reason to ask me to wait about the skill. She's just empty and just have to say her thing and just have to, speak like, at least let my own be different. There are people like that who they don't have a contribution, but they just want it to be that they said something, or it mustn't just be you that said it all. Let there be a counter. That they are not thinking whether what you said is right or they are thinking for themselves to be included, to feel included, to feel that it is their own that happened, not about the right thing. I would have regretted if I didn't ignore her and took that step that period. I would have regretted my future today. Now imagine a future decision, something that would have made me, you know, lose entirely in life. That is what I went to negotiate with. An empty head. Someone who is concentrated on her emotion. In fact, it's possible that because it's gonna take my absence, so she's concentrating on she doesn't want my absence. Maybe how can she be alone there? How can she manage business alone there? Things like that. This is possibly her reason. Now, emotion, now you go and consider it. Your own future will be ruined. And when it is ruined, as we know, she will leave you. That's why I said, do not involve her in any important decision. Any important decision that is about the future. I'm not saying that if you have a wife and there is a minimal thing that we discuss, maybe about food or something, then you know. When it comes to home home activities, she's in charge. So, but when it comes to future plans, bro, plan it yourself. Plan it yourself. Go somewhere, think private, plan it yourself. Because any day you drop down, she will leave you. If you haven't practicalized this, go and look for any female wear or any product that pertains to women. Eh? Just give it only 1 week to get this experiment done. Within that 1 week of your sales, you will sell. But your sale depends on the validation of the next woman. If the next woman says she can't, she doesn't like it, or when she is asked, how is this? And she's like, "Hmm, that is the end. That is the end for the other woman. I am telling you, that is the end." And if you, as the seller, even bribe this one, and and that thing is not good, but you bribe this one, and this one now says, "Wow, this is she's taking it." It means that she is not looking with her own eyes. Her eyes is on the other woman. It is the other woman who sees for her. The other woman thinks for her. Now, it's not as if the other woman is more intelligent. Let me now tell you. The same thing the other woman has done. If another person walks into the same shop and wants to buy something again and asks her, I mean this one who have not taken her own decision, who is depending on this person, and asks her, how is this? She will repeat the same thing this one have just done. Based on that she like it or that she doesn't like it, based on her own emotion. So this one too is waiting to be validated. Why she is waiting to be validated? They don't have their own personal decision. And that's the person you think that will make a decision for you as a man. Then get ready to be destroyed. She picks her validation even from the streets. That is why you can come to the internet, you will see a girl, a lady have written something like, my husband caught me cheating. I apologize to him. And then he takes it to our family house. Don't you think he is doing too much? Please advise me. Should I beg him or should I not beg him? She said with her mouth that that she cheated and she was caught. Now she's asking the public, which the response will still come from her female. She'll select the response from the female. So the female will determine whether she will apologize to her husband or not. That's the person you think of making your decisions out from. So it means that the same people or the same street people you see, call them streets, are the one that wants to, partake in decision of your family. You that want a standard family, you that want a moral family. The wife you brought inside your house is taking decision from the streets, and she want to, convict your mind with the pattern of involve her in decisions. So when you now say, "Oh, let me involve her," she's picking it straight from the streets and bring it in. She's not thinking on her own. That's why I fear this generation when they say they are bored. They can't stay. They don't like boredom. What they call boredom is just a period to think. They fear it. They can't stay. Many of them cannot stay with this phone for just 24 hours. 24 hours. Even some 2 hours, they wouldn't want to. They want to be busy. That's why also you see them roaming around different relationships. Because of what? They don't want to be seen alone or want to feel alone. So when this one is leaving, instead she will go to the worst person to make sure she stays. Such person, you shouldn't have any discussion plan, any important decision. Do not even discuss it with her. Besides, she wasn't the one who gave you the money or who gave you the ideas that brought you up to the level which she saw you and accepted you. She wasn't the one. So how come at this maybe 30 years of your age or 25 years of your age or 40 years or 50 years of your age, the person stepped in to come and, feel like you should involve her? And if you don't, maybe you are being authoritative or you are being masculine or whatever name they normally would like to give it.